Okay, everybody, I think we'll get moving and we can chat afterwards. There's no rush and it's going away. So welcome again this morning. And there's a few people who haven't been here for a while. So as always, take it easy, do what you feel like doing. And I'm going to get you to start in child pose this morning. So if you come onto your hands and knees, bring your knees nice and wide. Sit back towards your heels and bring your hands in front. So keep it nice and relaxed. You can bend the elbows. You can bring your hands under your forehead. And if you need to, some of you might feel more comfortable to curl the toes under to lift the heels a little bit. Again, whatever feels comfortable now this morning. So just focus on your breath for a few moments. Maybe feeling the belly against your thighs as you breathe, feeling it expanding and contracting. And now we're going to stretch the hands out a little bit, lift the head. Begin to walk your hands over to your right, nice and slowly. Take your time, keep the left hip as low as you can. So try to keep the hips more or less level. So once that left hip starts to lift a little bit, you've probably gone a little bit too far. Walk back into the center and we'll go to the other side. So again, right hip, trying to keep it from moving. So the movement is more or less from your waist. Back into the center once again. Now curl the toes under and sit back towards the heels. And you're going to stretch your hands out in front, press into your wrists and lift your fingers, spreading the fingers. And then we're going to come forward a little bit, and this time we're going to lift the wrists. So press the fingers down, lift the wrists. You can stretch back a little bit, but the hips are slightly lifted now. And once again, curl the toes, sit back, lift the fingers, stretch, and come forward. Lifting, just pressing into the knuckles. And sit back into child pose. So from here, slide forward onto your belly. And we're going to come into crocodile pose. So place one hand on top of the other. Rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Relax your legs. And now just breathe here. So you should really feel the belly connecting with the earth as you breathe in and out nice and deeply. So lift your head once again, bend your elbows and bring your elbows just in front of your shoulders, and we'll lift up into a low cobra. So as you come up into cobra now, press the feet into the mat and let the knees lift away from the ground. But keep it nice and low, so it's just the chest. You should feel that your navel and your hips are still really connected to the ground. So we'll lower down, place the hands under the shoulders and come up onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, now knees under hips. As you exhale, round your back. Draw your navel in, drop your head and your tailbone. As you inhale, lift the head, drop the belly. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Taking your right leg out to the side now. So take it all the way out and just press the foot down if you can. Bring your left hand in under your left shoulder and sweep your right arm up towards the sky. And then slowly bring that right hand down. Bring the right leg behind you, point the toe. Lift it to hip level, bend the knee, and we'll press the sole of the foot up towards the sky as we pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring the right knee down. Okay, left leg out to the side. Flatten the foot if you can, moving the right hand in under the right shoulder and sweep the left arm up. And bring the left hand down. Take the left foot behind, point the toe. Lift it to hip level, bend your knee, pressing that sole up towards the sky as you pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bring the left knee down, and we'll just make a few little circles around to the right first. Nice big circles. And change the direction. Come back to center, curl your toes under, and lift yourself up into a downward dog. Maybe take the feet in a little bit and take them a little wider. Soften your knees. So just bend and straighten the knees as the chest comes towards the thighs and then away. Just a couple of times. And now we'll walk the feet out, bending and straightening alternate knees. And then with your knees bent, we'll walk the hands back towards the feet. So keep the knees bent, keep the hips down, hands back towards the feet, stay low with the knees bent. Drop your head and just let your hands trail on the ground. And then hands to hips with bent knees, coming all the way up to a standing position. Okay. So it's actually very pleasant this morning. We're not worried about being too hot and the breeze is nice. So we're just going to come to the top of the mats, feet hip distance apart. I'll actually just face you here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms down. Inhale up again. Interlace your fingers and press up towards the sky. Soften the knees as you stretch over to your right. So feel a nice stretch on the left waist, but no discomfort in the back. So bent knees helps here. And having the feet a little wider maybe. Stretch up again, draw your navel in. Go tall and go to your left. And again, stretch up. Draw the navel in, over to the right, and stretch up, and to the left. Lovely. Slowly come up, release the hands behind, interlace the fingers, lift the chest. So lift the arms away from you if you can. Now, as you lift the chest, you don't want to stick the bum out. Draw the tailbone slightly under and draw the navel in, engage your core. Bring the hands in front, bend the elbows, right on top, left underneath, so either back to back and again, lift the elbows as much as you can and maybe draw the hands away. So you want to feel a nice opening in the shoulders, but no discomfort. So if it's hurting you in any way, drop the elbows and bring the hands closer to your face. And we'll do the other side, bend the elbows, left on top, right underneath. Or do the other one whichever you did the last time, just reverse it. And again, just feel that stretch across the shoulder blades. Once again, have your core engaged here. And release. Shake the arms out. Do a couple of little rolls with the shoulders. And reverse it. Lovely. Okay. Keep your feet about hip distance apart, hands on the hips, and we'll start to rock from the heels to the toes. Now, see if you can come up onto the balls of your feet, not too high. Bring the hands in front, and we'll see about coming into a bit of a squat. So go as low as you can, or you might be just coming to here and back up. Hands down, heels down. Once again, up onto the balls of the feet, hands up. And going down as low as you can even. Press into the feet now as you come all the way back up. And hands down. Lovely. So once again, just rock from the heels to the toes. And we'll come to the top of the mats. So starting with a few nice easy sun salutations, hands to heart center. Relax those shoulders. Snuggle the toes into the mat. Pressing down into the four corners of your feet now. Engage the legs. Engage the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Bandha. And begin your Ujjayi breath. So inhaling and exhaling. It's the upper chest breath now into the back of the throat as we move through the sun salutations. Hands down by your side. Inhale, take the palms out, reach up. Exhale, over bent knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Dropping to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. And all the way up into a low cobra. Push back up onto your hands and knees. Curl your toes under into downward dog. So just having your feet hip distance now with the big toes very slightly turning in. Release the head and the neck. And you can have the knees bent here still. You can work the legs out if that's more comfortable. Exhale fully. As you inhale, look forward. Step your right and your left foot up. Flat back, look out. Exhale, fold, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhaling back into Tadasana. And again, inhale, take the palms out, reach up. Exhale to fold, bent knees if you need. Inhale, look out, half lift. Hands flat, step to plank. Dropping to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. Inhaling up into cobra. Pressing down, up onto the hands and knees, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. So we'll take the right leg back, bring the knee into the chest and let your body come forward as you hold it here for a second. And then stretch it back up and bring it down. Left leg back. Knee into the chest and hold. Your knee is coming towards your left elbow. Stretch it back up and bring it down. And once again, just place your feet hip distance and breathe in downward facing dog. Exhale fully. As you inhale, look forward. Step the right and the left foot up. Flat back, look out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhaling back into Tadasana. Okay, moving on to Surya Namaskara B. So for this one, you can have the feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees. Sweep your fingers against the mat, Utkatasana. Exhale to fold. Stepping back to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga this time. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. Roll over your toes, downward dog. Right leg back. Knee in. Right foot forward and we'll place the left foot down and turn the heel in. Coming up for warrior one. Inhale your arms up. Drop your left hand to the back of your thigh or to your lower back as you lift up out of the waist and gently arch. Look up if you can. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground. Step to plank, dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward dog. Left leg back, knee in, left foot forward, turn the right heel in and come up, hands on the hips. So steady yourself and then inhale, arms up, warrior one. Drop the right hand to the back of the thigh or the lower back, left palm towards you, and really feel yourself lifting out of the waist. So we don't want to compress in the lower back there. Dropping the hands to the ground, stepping to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Or come back to child pose if you need a break. And that you can do that at any time during the class. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward, step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Flat back, look out. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees deeply, sweep your hands against the mat. And exhaling back into Tadasana. We'll step the feet slightly apart again. Ready to go again. Bend the knees, sweep the hands against the mat. Utkatasana. Exhale to fold. Stepping back to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. Roll over your toes into a downward dog. Right leg back. Draw the knee in. Right foot forward, turn your left heel in and come up. Sweep the arms up to warrior one. Now we're going to open it out into warrior two. So you're just going to turn to this area here. That's it. Bend into the right knee. Drop the shoulders and extend into the fingertips as you look to your right. Okay, windmill the hands down. Stepping back to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Left leg back. Knee in. Left foot forward, turn the right heel in and come up. Inhale your arms up, warrior one. And now you're going to open the arms out to the trees on this side for warrior two. Bend into the left knee and extend into the fingertips, looking to your left. So look out. Isn't the water lovely this morning? Just sparkling. Yeah, it's lovely when the tide's full. Windmill the hands down again. Stepping back to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra, upward dog. Exhale into downward dog. Cameraman is going mad here. I'll be moving around. And come into downward dog or child pose and just breathe. Just being aware, you can hear the kids playing, you can hear the birds, the wind around you. Isn't it just so lovely to be outside this morning? Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Sweep the hands against the mat. Utkatasana. And exhaling back into Tadasana. So stand at the top of your mat. Close your eyes for a moment and just breathe. So we're going to try a little bit of balancing. If you want to step off your mat, do, or just try and find somewhere that's a little bit level, not too bumpy, no stones under you. Take the weight into your right foot. Just bring your left leg up. So we're going to try and just bring it up as high as you can, flex the foot, and bring the hands to heart center. Now, perfect if you want to stay here. And if you feel steady, you can begin to take that left leg back and just tilt forward a little bit. Okay, bring the left leg down behind you. Keep the right knee bent. Drop the hands or fingertips to the ground. Drop your forehead in towards your shin into pyramid. And if you want, you can step that back foot in a little bit. So it might be easier if you step it in a little bit. You can keep the bend on the front knee and just drop the forehead towards the shin. Step your left foot up to your right, and with bent knees, slowly come back up to a standing position. Okay. So we're going to stand on the left foot this time. Bend the right, hug it up, or just bring it up as high as you can, hands to heart center. Try and get your balance here. And I know I'm standing on something a bit uneven, so I'm going to just move, so don't be afraid to do that. And then slowly, maybe bringing that leg back behind as you tilt forward. Bring the right leg back or foot to the floor, bend the left knee. Fingertips to the mat, step the back foot in a little and fold forward. And with the left knee bent, step the right foot forward, both knees bent, hands on hips, and slowly come back up to standing. Okay, so come back onto the front of your mat, and we're going to step to face this direction once again. So I'll go in here under the trees so everybody can see me. So you can all see me here. I'm really driving insane this morning with the camera. So feet nice and wide. Right foot turns in and left foot turns, right foot turns out, left foot in. Can you all hear me back there still? Great. Inhale both arms up for Trikonasana. Extend. So extend before you come down. Get that length in the body and slowly drop the right hand, taking the left hand up. So see how your neck feels this morning. Looking straight ahead is always a good option. If you're very free in your neck, you can look up, or you can even look down towards the right foot. Try to keep the head slightly back. We're all inclined to kind of tilt the head forward. Keep the chest nice and open. If you want to stretch a little more now, take the left hand over your head. You'll feel a really strong stretch on the left waist if you do this, but it's not for everybody. Left hand back on the hip, press into your right foot to come up, and turn both feet forward. So we're going to go to the other direction, left foot out, right foot angles in, inhale both arms up. Extend and lengthen as you bring the left hand down and the right hand up. Keep a little bend on your left knee, anybody needs it. Just keep reaching up or reach over the head. Right hand back on your hip, press into your left foot and slowly bring yourself back up to standing. Walk your feet in a little bit now for goddess pose as we turn heels in and toes out. Bend your knees, and I always like to kind of guide the knees over the feet because we all have this tendency for the knees to kind of roll in, and then if you tilt the pelvis slightly forward and draw your navel in, you get a good strong pose. Hands to heart center, and then maybe opening out into the mudra. So really open your chest here. Draw the shoulder blades slightly together and just look straight ahead. Strong in the legs, now strong in the core. And 3, and 2, and 1. Slowly straighten your legs. Bring your hands down. So we're just going to bring the hands up now into star pose. Reach up, spread the arms wide, palms facing forward, straighten the legs. Draw the navel in and feel like it's a nice stretch. Look up at the sky. And hands back to heart center. Walk the feet in and we'll come back to the top of the mats. Okay, so we're nearly ready to move to the ground. We'll stand at the top of the mats, feet hip distance apart once again, hands on your hips. Bend your knees into Utkatasana, sweep the arms up. So once again here, tilt the pelvis slightly and draw the navel in, so you're strong here. Bring the hands to the heart center, twist to your right as you bring the left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Press the palms together and look towards your right elbow if you can. Sinking those hips a little lower. And slowly come up, stretch the arms up for a moment. Bend the knees again, hands to heart center, move to the left. So right elbow to the outside of the left thighs, press the palms, so don't drop the chest too much. Try and press your palms to lift your chest, but you're dropping the hips. Again, we're strong in the legs here. Okay, come back to center, release your hands to the ground and step into downward dog. So again, you can just lift the heels and drop them a few times. And then drop onto your knees. Come forward into crocodile pose. So we'll bring ourselves all the way down and bring the hands under the forehead again. Relax your legs, relax your whole body into the ground. So now I'd like you to bring your right hand forward, your left hand down by your side. As you inhale, lift your head. Lift your right arm and your left leg. So it's very low, it's just a few inches each side. Lower down and swap. Left hand forward, right hand down. Lift your head, left hand, right leg. So stretch, lengthen rather than lifting. Stretch forward and back. And slowly down. Bring the two hands in front of you. So both hands forward. Lift the head and chest. Press into your feet as you just lift your hands a couple of inches. And release down. Bring the hands down by your side and drop your forehead. So now we're going to lift the head, lift the chest, lift the arms, and maybe lift the feet for full Salabhasana or locust pose. If you want to, you can interlace the fingers behind, lifting your chest just a little more. And if it's too strong in the back, don't be afraid to lower the feet. And then everybody lower down. We'll take crocodile again, hands under the forehead. Just let the feet flop, let the legs be heavy. Relax your forehead onto the back of your hands. And then in your own time, push yourself back, up, back towards your heels, roll over, and we'll come to a seated position. Stretching the legs out in front, drawing the toes towards us. Roll your shoulders back and down and place your hands or your fingertips on the mat. Just sitting for a moment. And again, just enjoying the breeze washing over you, the feel of the sun on your skin. You might like to just close your eyes and breathe. When you're ready, inhale the arms up. Bend the knees and fold forward. So we keep it nice and soft, relaxing the head and neck. If you feel you're quite open in your hamstrings and you want to gradually straighten the legs, go for it. As you do that, though, you want to keep moving forward with the chest. So you don't want to have a huge gap between your body and your thighs. And again, any sensations in the lower back, always keep the knees bent. Or bend them even more if you need to. Okay, inhale, we'll come back up. Now, bend your knees and have your feet hip distance apart. Just bring the hands behind you with the fingers facing in. And then as you press into the hands, lift your chest. So we're just going to lift the chest, look up at the sky if you can, or if that hurts, keep the chin down. Welcome, Mary. Now we're going to straighten the legs out. Same thing again, just press into the hands, lift the chest, point the toes away from you. And slowly release. Just come back up to sitting in Dandasana. Bend your right knee and take your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Turn towards your left leg and inhale, reach up. Exhale as you reach forward. So this might be far enough for you this morning, or if you want to creep the hands further forward towards your ankle or your foot, inhale to lift the chest. Exhale as you fold. And again, just look towards your toes, relax the gaze, relax the breath. Slowly creep the hands back. So now we're going to take the right hand behind and the left hand across and just lift and twist. Nice easy twist. Keep that left foot pointing upwards if you can. Coming back to the front, straighten out your right leg. So bend your left foot to the inside of the right leg, and we'll adjust to face over the right leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale as you fold. So again, hands come wherever is comfortable for you. You can creep them a little further forward if you want to. Inhale, lift the chest. So as you exhale, really soften, bend your elbows, soften your gaze towards your toes, and soften the breath. Walk the hands back up. Take the left hand behind and the right hand across, and we'll twist to the left. Again, a nice easy twist. Coming back to the front, straighten both legs out. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Bend your knees and roll yourself down onto your back. So you might like to hug the knees in and have a little rock or roll around on the lower back. Place your feet on the mat. So we're going to do a little bit of moving bridge here. Press down into the feet. Lift your hips and your lower back. And now start to take the arms overhead as well. So it's a low bridge and we're going to move in and out of it. And then as you lower the back and the hips, let the arms come down at the same time. And again, press into the feet. Lift the hips, lift the arms. Keep pressing strongly into the feet. Keep the legs strong. And then lower the back all the way down to the hips. Lower the arms. One more time, press into your feet and lift. Lift everything. And slowly lower the back and the arms at the same time. Hug your knees in once again and just rock. Place the feet back on the ground, bring the arms out at shoulder width. Take your feet wide, maybe even the width of your mat, and begin to drop the knees to the right and the head to the left. Come back into center with the legs, drop the knees to the left, let the head gently roll to your right. And again, back to center, knees to right, head to left. Back into center, knees left, head right. Back into the center once again. Hug your knees in. Take your legs up. Draw the feet towards you. So really stretch the legs as you flex the feet. Bring the arms up as well. And imagine you're reaching for the outsides of your feet. Most of us won't. We won't get there, but that's just where you're going for. And then begin to shake the hands, the feet, the legs. Just shake everything like you're trying to shake off water or sand or something off you. Hugging the knees in one more time. Place the feet back on the mat, soles of the feet together, knees dropping out to either side and arms away from the body. So just relax the body, relax the legs. If you need to move the feet forward a little bit, if you're tight in your hips or if you have any discomfort in the knees, just push the feet forward a little bit more. And now gently draw your knees together, roll to your side, and we'll get ready for Shavasana. So maybe you'd like to put on an extra layer this morning. If anybody wants to move in out of the sun under the trees, feel free to do that. It's lovely to see you. It's just a little bit cooler this morning, so make sure you're going to be comfortable. So lie down onto your mat. Take a few moments to make yourself comfortable. So you might need to shift around a little bit, settling your body into the earth. So I'd like you to bend your knees to begin with and rest your hands lightly on your belly, just below your navel. Exhale deeply, and as you inhale, just feel the belly rising with the breath. And keep going with the breath. Bring it up through the rib cage and up to your chest. And then slowly release the breath all the way down again. Just feel the belly sinking back down. And again, deep breath in all the way up to the chest. Pause for a moment. And then fully exhale. So move your hands just up to the side of your ribs. Again, don't press, just let them rest lightly there. On the next inhale, the breath comes into the belly, but feel it pushing the ribs slightly out and coming on up into the chest. And then slowly release that breath all the way down to the belly. Deep breath again, into the belly, expand the ribs and lift the chest. And pause. And then slowly exhale. Now just move the hands up and let them rest very lightly just below the collarbones. So just above your chest. So we'll see if the breath is coming all the way up now to the collarbones. This will be the test. Exhale first, and then inhale to the belly, to the rib cage, and bring it all the way up to the chest. Can you feel that movement? Pausing here. And then a nice, long, slow breath out. Once more. Inhale to the belly, to the rib cage, to the chest. And release the breath. So now you can just relax your breath, letting it come and go. Relax your hands down. Adjust your legs if you need to. You can straighten out the legs. You can keep the knees bent. Whatever is most comfortable for you. So relax your forehead, your scalp, the back of your head, the back of your neck. Relax your cheeks, your lips, your chin, and your throat. Relax the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, palms, backs of the hands, all the way into your fingertips. Bring the relaxation to the center of the chest, relaxing the rib cage, the abdomen and the lower abdomen. Bring your awareness now to the base of your neck, relaxing all the way down the spine to the tailbone. Relax the pelvis, relax the thighs, knees, calves, ankles, heels, soles of your feet, tops of your feet, and each one of your toes. The whole body, head to toe, is completely relaxed. So beginning to let your awareness come back. Keep your eyes closed and just tune into the sounds around you. Be aware of any sensations that you can feel. Maybe just the breeze on your skin. And then start to make movements in the arms, the legs, the feet, the hands. Inhale and stretch your arms overhead. Point your toes, stretch the legs. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Hug your knees into you and get ready to roll over onto your side. So as you come onto your side, take a few deep breaths. So begin to push yourself up to a seated position. We'll place one hand on the heart and the other hand on top. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you once again for coming. You would have got the link. This week we're supporting the local Carrigaline First Responders. All the people who work in first responders are completely volunteers. They give up their spare time. They have no other fundraising event this year, so I'm really asking people to donate, and we're going to be here on Saturday if you want to spread the word. If anyone who works during the week might come on Saturday. We're going to have their main event here on Saturday 10:30, and hopefully we'll be back here next Wednesday, and I kind of proposing that we'll give them the proceeds of whatever we do next Wednesday as well, because as I say, they're badly in need of funds, and all the funds go directly towards buying equipment and training for the first responders. So It's a really good cause, and I would appreciate if you donate and if you spread the word. Thank you so much. Have a lovely bank holiday weekend, and hopefully I'll be here next Wednesday. But from now on, I'll message you the night before, because we'll continue through August as long as the weather is okay. But I'll always confirm or cancel whichever the night before with you, so you know where you stand. So I think people are enjoying the outdoor yoga, and we have no choice at the moment. So I think we'll continue, if you're anybody interested in continuing through August. Yeah, okay. And people will be coming and going with holidays, I understand that. But as long as there's a few of you to keep me company, I'm happy to do it. Thanks very much, and enjoy the bank holiday weekend, everybody. Thank you.